everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. How's everybody?
Happy fun wrap up. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, because I see it's like midnight for one of you and 2 in the afternoon for one of you. And Richard, I hope while you were sleeping on your keyboard, it wasn't adding stuff to WikiTree. Enter, save, XXX.
His little keyboard prints on his face.
Yeah.
It's like falling asleep during class, taking notes in your notes.
Oh, I've never had that happen, Betsy.
Oh no,
ever.
not from personal experience, of course.
No.
Tired.
Oh. Everybody have you. Now I don't know what to do with myself today, you know?
Oh.
I do. I'm getting ready. I still have a little bit of work to do on the presentation for the WikiTree challenge for tomorrow. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure I'll find something to do. Is Finnegan going to greet Sophia?
Yep, that's the case. Yeah.
It's time. It's time.
It's time. Sophia's here. It's time to play. Yeah. So.
Do we want to do some wrap-up stats, Greg?
Oh, you want me to do the stats? Alesh is here. You know,
of course. No, sorry, Alesh. Sorry. Greg's the stat master.
I know.
He's a presentation.
I stopped doing the stats. That's
you stopped doing stats? Oh no.
Oh, he takes your magic and he makes his own magic. So.
Well, although I was looking into how to possibility to make the score sheet with prime numbers, so it's easier for you.
Excellent. Yes, because we started off with prime numbers yesterday, didn't we? Yeah. That's good. Well, I guess I could do some stats. Let's share my screen here. Okay. So, wow. Well, you guys have done a great job. And so let's see. So what should we do? Well, you know what we could just talk about the team scores, because I mean, this is the wrap up, right? So you want to know what the final results are. But there are some interesting, I mean, people have done fantastic overall. Like, look at Patricia here, top of the Virginia connectors, 1,676 profiles added. And then number 2 spot, 1,250 for John Graham. Just amazing, you know, crazy, amazing stuff. And so many people have had so many contributions. Interesting, like Mighty Oaks team in the second place here, they don't have anyone who's over 1,000, but look how solid numbers in the triple digits. So just fantastic overall. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Even if you've only done 1 or 2 profiles, every little bit helps the tree. So I mean, it's a fun it's a fun, you know, contest and whatnot, and it's nice to get the high scores and so on. But really, everything we do helps the tree. So we're all winners, and the tree is a winner in the end. But there were a couple really neat scores at the end, I thought. So Nathan Johansson from the Wizards of Oz had exactly 222, which is kind of a cool number there. Nice palindrome. And we had wait a second there. Adriana Hazelton also had a 111, but I think the coolest score does go out to Darren Kellett, who had exactly 1,111.
Wow.
So congratulations, Darren, on that. And stopping, knowing exactly when to stop. So you had such a perfect number for the number of profiles.
And he's the top nut now, so.
He's the top nut. Yes.
Okay, Greg, you should refresh now, because now I adjusted the final scores and these are official.
So these are official.
Now posted.
Now, does Darren still have? He still has 1,111. That's good, because I tried to stop on a perfect number the last thon, but I miscalculated and it went over by 2. So I'm glad that didn't happen to you, Darren. Okay, so the final scores are in. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to jump into the team score sheet. And here we have it. So starting at the bottom, Team Massachusetts came in with 76. Banyan Tree, 122. Musty Dusty, 203. A perfect 400 for Team Austria in 31st position. Really nice. The Smoking Snakes had 634, and all of these. And all of these.
We're not punchy.
Yeah, they only have like 2 or 3 members each, right? Each of these bottom teams. So it's just very impressive. And then we have the Southwest Shiners at 681, the Team L'Chaim at 703, the Super Aussie Genies, 888, 888. Nice. Also
a cool number.
17. Yeah. Team Missouri at 948. A little Team on the Prairie at 989. And then we get into from Flying Dutchman on. So the top 23 teams, 23 out of the 34 teams all got over 1,000, which is just incredible. 1104 for...
Greg, did you say Welsh Dragons? Did you?
I thought it said Welsh Dragons.
Okay, sorry, my bad. I thought I did.
Did I miss them? I thought I had included them. They're in 20s. They're at 917, right? And Team Missouri was at 948. Little Team on the Prairie was 989. And the Flying Dutchmen are the first ones over 1,000, 1104. And then the Twisted Thistles, 1425. Southern Cross Stars, 1727. Western Red Cedars, 1839. Nor'easters, 1875. Cornbread Catchers, 1936. 1992 for Mid-Atlantic U.S. And the Irish team, which I mentioned in an earlier podcast, was so excited to be ahead of the Twisted Thistles team.
Yes, there was a lot of chatter about that in Discord.
There was, yeah. Yes. So the Irish Shanachie had 2,083. They broke the 2,000 mark. Way to go, Team Ireland. Irish Shanachie. That's excellent. The Toddlin Tortoises, 2106. Legacy Airs, 2156. Nordic Noir, 2170. Canadian Connectors, I contributed very little to their score, above 2,431. Excellent. Team Italy beat the Canadian Connectors with an impressive 2,895. That's just great for you guys. And then we're up into the 3,000s, starting in the 10th position with the South African Springboks, 3,106. Oh, a nice palindrome here for the Wizards of Oz, 3113, 3,113. Love that. Southern Super Sweepers, 3,347. The Northwest Terriers in 7th position at 3,582. Team Roses, 3,911. And then we're into the 4,000s on 5th position. Kiwi Crew, 4,227. The Tree Nuts in 4th with 4,236. Look how close you guys were, going back and forth. Nuts.
We lost to the next team overnight. It's okay. They were working hard overnight because they really jumped ahead of us.
Yeah, look at that. And then the Germany Genies are in 3rd position with 5,221. 2nd position is the Mighty Oaks, 6,258. And then Virginia Connectors, 7,694. So excellent work.
Nice work, everybody.
Yeah.
Awesome job.
And before I read that final score, let's look at the normalized score. So again, the normalized score is the average per person on the team. So Virginia Connectors is a massive team. But on average, if you averaged everyone's contribution, they did on average 208 profiles each. So that's pretty impressive. Obviously, some did way more and some did a few less, but the average is 208. But even though they're number one overall, there were teams that had more than that as on their average. So example, the Germany Genies, 326. And let's see, who else?
All the way.
And 317 for the Smoking Steaks.
Yeah.
Smoking Snakes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't want to say steaks. It's supper time.
I say, are you hungry this morning?
On the barbecue.
Steak and eggs.
So if I'm eyeballing this correctly, is have the highest normalized score. Then second place would be the Smoking Snakes, and then followed by the Virginia Connectors. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and Team Austria.
So.
And then Team Austria in fourth position there with 200. And then the next underneath that would be for fifth position normalized score. There's
Team
a 193.
Italy, maybe.
Team Italy, yeah.
Team Italy is 193. Is there anyone else in the 190s? No. Just as we went live, I thought, I should have grabbed that and put it in a spreadsheet and sorted, but that is too late. Yeah, so Team Italy is fifth in the normalized score, which is, there we go. And the grand total, let me just refresh one more time just to make sure I've got it right. 76,995. Just 5 shy of even 77,000. But that's very good.
I know. I keep looking at Virginia Connectors, almost had exactly 10% of the total. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
That is right. Very cool.
Close.
Just five profiles are missing, and then it would just line up with the.
Yeah, I think some of our people just don't sleep over the weekend.
Yeah, that's right.
For sure they don't. We were looking at histograms yesterday.
Yeah,
it was the segment Histograms with Greg. Yeah. It was awesome.
Yeah, that's great. We did a whole section on histograms. I love how you've done this here. So now Danita, our highest scorer, did sleep, but she was just super efficient when she was awake. Patricia herself took some nice help. So we talked about, good sleep health, and, some of these people did that. And then did anyone get hold of Ruth? Because I was so concerned about her not sleeping at all.
I think she's in the chat right now. Oh, no, that's Ruth Jowett. Ruth Oakley is here too, though.
What's that? Oh, she did take a couple little cat naps, but they're so short. My goodness.
She's here. She's still awake.
Wow. I worry about you, Ruth.
Before she goes to sleep.
Yeah. Anyways, very cool. Nicely done, everyone. Yeah. So I think if there's nothing else, I think I will stop the stats and turn it over.
I got it.
You got it. Okay.
So somebody was asking who got the closest guess. Did anybody tally that yet?
Not right now. I'm almost there.
Perfect.
I was 500 over.
There were quite a few that
were 500
in that number area. 76,000.
Someone had I can't remember the person, but someone had suggested 88,888, which as a piano player,
did you do that?
Just really appealed to me.
Such a lovely number.
Oh, Shonda, there we go. That would have been a good guess too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's see. Where'd our total go?
I love their optimism.
Yeah,
I know. And we did a little bit less, but we were talking about this before we started, and it was a little bit less than what our average has been. But hey, we added almost 77,000 profiles to WikiTree, so I mean that's incredible. In a weekend, we improved, WikiTree that much. So let's see, 76,995.
Bye, John.
And that would actually be Morgana Patrocinio Costa was 77,200 was her guess. So that's the closest.
Wow.
Cool.
Way to go, Morgana.
Yes. Excellent.
Congratulations.
Our lowest guess was 54,050. And then our highest
But we
guess
were over
was,
at the time it was done.
yeah, the highest guess was 3,000,001. So somebody was being funny and optimistic.
Yeah, ever the optimist.
But yeah, Ruth points out that it's over 1,000 an hour, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
It really is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen a number of people commenting now that they have to go back and, do some biographies, add categories, add more sources.
That's right. Yeah. Because you need to put one source down, but there's usually, it's nice when you can add the birth, the marriage, and the death, and maybe a census or two.
Well, I think on the first midnight hangout, Sandy gave a tip about how to use WikiTree B to capture all the sources in family search for a person, and that was just a game changer for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that. We did a project meeting before the thon started. Not because of the thon, we just did a project meeting. But we showed people how to use Sourcer to add profiles and grab all those sources. So the comments where people say, well, those people in the top teams are just doing flybys and throwing profiles with no sources. No, if you go back and look through a lot of our members, they may have a dozen sources on them because we use that all sources, get all sources.
Yeah,
it's really nice.
And to be able to so easily make the biography too, you put all the sources in there, and then you just hit that auto bio button, and it's like so nice.
I still haven't been able to get that to work for me for some reason.
Oh,
which part, Julie?
The auto bio.
Huh?
It just sits there. The little tree just sits there and shakes.
Oh, that's
taunting me. It's probably another extension I have loaded or something. I'll figure it out.
Oh, yeah. If you have the B extension and the WikiTree browser extension, they do fight with each other about the auto bio, I think.
And
I don't have B
If you are using the browser extension, you should disable all the old ones because they are all conflicting with previous extensions.
So the dancing
I don't.
Yeah, is the dancing tree the WikiTree browser extension at work?
Dancing tree?
Well,
that's what the B does.
Yeah.
No, I think Ian uses that.
I don't think that was ported to the browser extension until now, but he is adding slowly all the existing options.
Yeah, Betsy Sourcer does that also because when you do the get all sources on family search, you do that too. You get that little tree.
Okay. Well, I have Sourcer, the WikiTree browser extension, and B active. And it worked for me. I mean, I was just trying to do that one.
Yeah, it works fine.
Yeah. Actually, I think he did disable the auto bio in B once he enabled
it over.
Yes, he disables each option as he moves it to the new one. But then there's some collision with occasionally. He usually fixes it quite easily.
He's amazing that way. Yeah, he fixes things so quickly. Yeah, that's right. But there's always there's some lag time, right? There'll probably be like 12 hours or 24 hours where there might be, depending on how long it takes your browser to update itself. Right.
No, the problem is the Google Store because it occasionally they take a lot of time before they update. So it can be up to a few days. In the meantime, I checked
to do any
edit relatives, so we no longer have no name team on the Thon. But if we would have it. So here, if we would have the no-name team, we would have 100,497 profiles added.
Wow.
Really?
I like
So
that number.
all other Wikitreeers did 23,500 profiles in the 72 hours of the
Really?
That's awesome.
amazing.
Do you have tallies for those people too?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course, you guys.
Wow.
I like
I'm just
that
thinking maybe
number.
we should recruit them.
Yeah,
Okay,
really.
so with 2,700 profiles, Langdale 103 is in the lead of others team.
Wow. That's cool.
That is awesome.
So
Yeah.
if
Someone
we would
grab
have
those.
no name team, we would hit 100,000 this time.
If only. Yeah.
Okay, that's
We should
what
recruit those people.
Yeah.
Seriously. They need to join the next thon. We have the source-a-thon next. So.
That's right.
Oh wait, do we have another Connect-a-Thon? We have one more Connect-a-Thon. The third one, that's true.
Summer.
And as usual, I just want to put a thank you in to all of the people that donate their time. Ian Bacall, Rob Pavey, people like Greg Clark that donate their time and do these extensions and apps and stuff for free because they make our lives so much easier on WikiTree.
They really do.
Yeah, like the Hacktoberfest thing that did this WikiTree browser extension. I mean, I can't imagine, doing profiles without it now that we have it.
I know. What did we do before these tools? It's like, wow.
Yeah, I was going to say it's easy to take them for granted, but we all do really appreciate the work you guys do.
Mm-hmm.
On behalf of all of them who aren't here to speak. And so even try to come on camera. Oh, it was like pulling teeth trying to get them on camera for Hacktoberfest.
You had a problem with that.
They're camera shy, but they do great work.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yes. And thanks to you, Mindy and Julie and Azure, for doing all this organizing.
Yes.
Allowing Betsy and I just to fly in and, shine. We just show up and you guys have everything organized and everything.
Oh, I just showed up this time. I can't take credit for any of that. So I'm just here to wave at everybody.
You guys all do important stuff. Julie, you help a lot with Discord.
This guy here,
as far as the new people coming in.
Greg, the other way.
Oh,
and yeah. Julie's not wanting to pat herself on the back, but she does a lot in Discord to make sure that people come in for the first time during the thon are, welcomed. And then, of course, Azure keeps up on the social media so that we get the word spread. And Alesh, we couldn't live without either because he gets all of our reports and stuff. And when we break something, he fixes it.
We'd be with our pads of paper and our calculators.
Oh, I can't imagine what that
little check mark.
Yeah.
Julie, do you remember first source-a-thon?
Oh, do I? Yeah, well, I kind of do. I remember the first part. The last part I forgot because I was not. My brain was not retaining memories anymore.
You did way too many hangouts. You did a lot of hangouts.
I don't know what we were thinking. That was just silly. That was a long time ago.
Oh,
Greg Lavoie won.
Yeah,
hey,
I want to
Greg.
show the t-shirt winner, Greg Lavoie from Team Laheim.
Congratulations.
That's fantastic.
Congratulations. And I'll be contacting everybody today that won t-shirts. Also the top 10 and whatnot that want a t-shirt, and I'll get your information and your mailing address. So make sure that you get it back to me because, we kind of wait till we have everybody's information before we send them out. So
check your junk email inbox. Make sure you don't miss out on that.
And you're welcome, Patty Walker. I think we all had a lot of fun doing this. We always do.
Yeah.
It's fun to hang out together.
That's right. There was a question about the CC7.
Mm-hmm.
And since I didn't add a single profile to my CC7, it's not lagging for me at all.
Yeah.
It's just where it's supposed to be.
I increased other people's CC7, so you're welcome.
Well, the CC7 in the score sheet updates each hour, but
Each
the
hour.
one on WikiTree updates once a day, I think.
Okay.
So you will have to wait
Great.
20 more hours.
So the score sheet has the most up-to-date CC7.
Yes, that one was pulled directly from the server.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And mine actually went up 3. So thank you to whoever added those 3 profiles to my CC7.
Oh,
Right,
nice.
yeah.
Try to find those.
Yeah. Yeah. Did I ask this at the previous one? Is there a way to have a sort on the CC7 histogram so that the ones who make the biggest change are at the top?
Ooh.
Because right now they're sorted alphabetically by WikiTree ID, which is a good way to do it.
It's there is really no point in sorting CC7 because if someone just started and connected to a tree with a single connection, he can the CC7 increases for several hundred or more. So it's not really what was done during the thon. So
well, that's true, I guess. But it's still fun.
Where did Alesh go?
I'm still here, just the camera.
That was that.
I'm a bit camera shy, but I'm
He's
here.
camera shy.
Yeah, we know how you are. Yeah,
real camera shy.
You never get on camera.
We have a number of people commenting about how much their CC7 went up. We've got Judy Bramlage went up over 110, and Sharon Haynes went up 201. So that's quite a jump. Oh, and there's Katie Miller with 288. So that's fantastic.
Awesome.
I see a 387 increase by Baldwin 7943.
And Dee had a big connection show up on hers.
Only for the profiles that I created, so I didn't add any connection to existing one.
Yeah.
You're kind of on your own little island over there, aren't you, Alesh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. Do we have a total CC7 increase across all participants? So do we have a...
Oh.
That should be...
That would be kind of a nice...
No, you don't have it, but it can be calculated. But it can be also same improvement can be counted in multiple CC7s. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you have like a bunch of cousins, you add one profile, and a whole bunch of cousins would get an increase in the score.
Oh right.
Which would still be cool, because that could be a massive number then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So let's.
Alesh, imagine how much yours would jump up if we found one of your ancestors or relatives that came to the United States and married over here or something. Do you have anything like that?
One was found when I got connected to the tree.
Oh, okay.
I think all my connection goes through that profile.
Oh.
So first 10 or 15 steps are constant in my connection finder path.
I think I mentioned in one of the previous Hangouts that I ran into a name for one of my that matched with one of my friends. It's an unusual surname that you don't see very often, and so I contacted her, and she joined WikiTree over the Thon weekend, and now I've added a bunch of her family in, and we're going to go meet next weekend so that we can keep working on that because she has Czechoslovakian ancestors. So really cool. Neither one of us knows anything about that. I'm going to have to do some recruiting to find somebody to help us with that.
Watch the my hangout, previous hangout, and from yesterday, I just explained how to.
I have to go now.
The sources in Central Europe.
Okay. Oh, great. I will. Well, Mindy's going to have to. I don't know how long that hangout's going to be out there, but we will. I'll talk to you about that. Are we done?
We all got quiet. I think we're done. I think we need as
well. Greg left, so we have nothing more to say.
Don't forget to click like on the video and subscribe for future notifications. And we will be having the next Connect-a-Thon in July, so you've got plenty of time to, secure that weekend so that you have nothing to do but WikiTree.
And to prepare to prepare the profiles to enter. So
yeah, if you do work on
are holding on additions to the tree. Do it in this during the thon.
So great job, everyone, and we will see you at the next one.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.